After an explosive first half of the year, over the last couple of weeks, the crypto market has been trending sideways, not really doing much. Some may even say a little bit boring. So what is an investor to do? Should we buy more? Should we sell up and find the next big thing? Well, I'm sure the traders will be trading, the hodlers will be hodling, and for anyone interested, I will be sharing how I'm thinking and investing in a sideways market. I also came across some great charts this week which I'll be sharing, and also the crypto news keeps coming in thick and fast. So in this video, we'll be looking at investing in a sideways market. We'll take a look at the charts of the week, and then we'll finish up with some of the biggest crypto news of the week. As always, if you do find anything useful in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, first up, the crypto market has settled down over the recent weeks. Some may even say it's a little bit boring. So what is an investor to do? Let's take a look. Here we have a Bitcoin chart, and I like to follow Bitcoin as Bitcoin still rules the market, and this pattern would be the same whether we use the full market cap or just Bitcoin. And it shows that it peaked out around the 65,000 mark. We had this big crash down, but then ever since it's kind of been in this sideways range. And the support level seems to be around about $30,000. So you can see it's bounced off this line a few times. It has broken below 30,000 very briefly, but it was always bought back up pretty quick. And as you can see, we're pretty much in this sideways trending market, maybe even a little bit of a downward trend. And it's in times like this, I always remember the sage advice of the stock market is a device to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. It's at times like this where your patience will be tested. The weak hands will be shaken out and money will move over to the strong hands. As mentioned, the traders will be trading, trying to grab little profits from all the small increases and decreases in price. But for investors, it can be a little bit frustrating, even a little bit boring when the market isn't really doing anything. And it might be going sideways for weeks or months. And I think the key skill and message for investors is patience. The crypto market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Now, the difference between trading and investing is time frame. And anything less than 1 year and you're not really an investor, you'd be a trader. And as long as you didn't buy in for the very first time just 2 months ago, then in crypto's 10-year history, throughout all the booms and busts, you will have likely made money. And the great thing about investing in crypto right now is that we have these lending platforms like BlockFi and Celsius, or great staking platforms like Binance and Coinbase. So even though the market is going sideways, we can still make passive income from our crypto investments every single day, which certainly makes the waiting and being patient a lot easier when your crypto is making you daily income. As most of you know, I use BlockFi, which I'll link below, but I also use Binance for staking, and Celsius is also a great company too. So if the market drops, I have cash ready to deploy. If the market starts its next leg up, then happy days. And if the market continues to trend sideways, then you're making passive income every single day. Okay, on to the charts of the week. Check it out. So first up, a preface chart, and this is the Bitcoin price going back about 4 years. This chart is something that most people will be very familiar with, and it shows the last big run up in the last 4-year cycle, the big crypto winter where it corrected and crashed for 2 to 3 years. We had the COVID flash crash here, and then the huge big run up in 2021 where Bitcoin got to 65,000, and then this big 50% crash which we've now gone through. Now, if we just looked at this chart, then it looks like Bitcoin has had this big crash and is struggling right now. So the first chart of the week is this. And this time it measures the price of Bitcoin taken from July the 14th, which has just gone. And as you can see, this gives a totally new picture and completely changes the context. Now you can clearly see how well Bitcoin and the entire market has been performing. Can you even see the crypto winter that had gone? And now this big crash back down to $30,000 all of a sudden doesn't seem so bad. In fact, it shows that 2021 has been an incredibly strong year. And even if Bitcoin were to crash down to the dreaded $20,000 range, it really wouldn't be that bad. And just think about how 2022 and 3 are going to look. So, an important chart to give the full context. And the second chart, this is an incredible chart for all the Ethereum fans out there. And it shows all the transactions settled by quarter. Dark blue is Ether and the light blue is stablecoins on Ether. And it shows that Ethereum's transaction volume did $2.5 trillion. And no, this wasn't in 2021, this was just in Q2. And says that it's on pace to settle $8 trillion in 2021. And yes, that's $8 trillion with a T. So even though we've had this big 50% crash, Bitcoin and the market has still had a very strong year, and we're just beginning the second half. And Ethereum transactions did $2.5 trillion in just Q2 alone, which is incredible. Okay, so let's finish up with some of the biggest news and developments from all around the world. First up, we have bad news from the UK. The empire strikes back. Banks are cracking down on crypto. We had Barclays stopping UK clients from sending funds to Binance. Many of the banks are now following suit, blocking the world's largest trading platform. We have NatWest limiting the amount of money people can transfer to crypto exchanges. We have TSB, another big bank, blocking transfers to crypto trading platforms. This has led to one of the best lending platforms, Celsius, having to leave the UK over regulatory uncertainty. They're moving to the US, which seems to be much more crypto-friendly at the minute. On more positive news, Fidelity Digital to expand its staff by 70% on strong crypto demand. Fidelity Digital Assets is planning to increase its headcount by about 70%. And at the minute, Fidelity only offer custody, trading and other services for Bitcoin. But we've seen more interest in Ether, so we want to be ahead of that demand. More great news for Ethereum. The next Ethereum ETF has been approved in Brazil. So this means we have Canada and now South America moving forward with Ethereum ETFs. It will be trading under the ticker symbol QETH11, and the custody will be provided by crypto exchange Gemini. So the Winklevoss twins really helping to develop this crypto market. Next, Grayscale Investments make a partnership with one of the oldest banks, Bank of New York Mellon. So Grayscale will be moving over to an ETF once the ETFs get approved. And Bank of New York Mellon is a huge institution with $2.2 trillion of assets under management. Extremely positive for the crypto market. And the positive news continues for people down under. Visa to approve Bitcoin spending card for Australian startup CryptoSpend. This Sydney-based crypto spending app, CryptoSpend, will be issuing a physical debit card which will allow Australians to spend their Bitcoin at local merchants. And this will include the cryptos of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. More great news for Ethereum. Ethereum is scaling. The world's largest DEX, or decentralized exchange, Uniswap, has launched a Layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. I'll bring you more user data soon, but I found this on Twitter. I just did my first Uniswap version 3 swap on optimistic Ethereum. The swap was confirmed instantly, and the transaction fees were reduced by 90%. Congratulations. And finally, we have a huge US financial giant, Capital Group, that has bought 12% of the company MicroStrategy. So why would they do this? Well, the purchase provides the firm with indirect exposure to MicroStrategy's 100,000 Bitcoin reserve. So this company, Capital Group, has $7.6 billion in annual revenue, and they have $2.3 trillion of assets under management. Another mega corporation investing in the crypto market. And to finish up, ending with a bit of fun, we have this. And this was a forum post going back to 2010 from Ichi. And at the time, Ichi was very sad because he'd only managed to buy 600 Bitcoins. So Ichi felt like he'd missed the bus and will be trying to buy some more very soon. And we should all also feel very sad for Ichi because his Bitcoins would only be worth now $18 million. So hopefully Ichi was able to buy some more. So with the crypto market trending sideways, it can be a bit frustrating, even boring for investors. However, if you're using good lending platforms like BlockFi or Celsius, or good staking platforms like Binance or Coinbase, then earning daily passive income certainly helps with the patience required in a sideways trending market. As always, the news and developments keeps pouring in thick and fast. We have new ETFs going live, trillion-dollar companies deciding to invest in crypto, and it feels to me like the foundations are being built for the big next leg up. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. All that's to say is, if you did, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then click below and join us. I do have some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.